You may have seen gritters out and about and wondered what exactly goes into treating our roads and clearing them of snow and ice. The video which follows tells the story of how winter service is carried out on your roads. It's told by those who deliver the service on the ground. It'll guide you through the intelligence gathering and decision making process, the innovative technology we use and the resources which are available to help you plan your journey. Winter weather does cause disruption on our roads. With the actions we're taking and with road users playing their part by planning ahead, together we can get Scotland moving throughout the winter. In the last 2 years, we've strengthened our well-developed winter service even further. High performance requirements ensure our road maintenance contractors are equipped with the latest technology and maintain a constant state of readiness to deal with severe events. I have experienced at first hand the work that goes on through a long winter's night to help get people, families and businesses to their destinations safely. I've seen the very real efforts made every year by frontline winter service workers across Scotland. The Scottish Multi-Agency Response Team, or MART, allows all of our partners to work even closer together during extreme weather so as to provide a more efficient response while getting accurate and live travel information to the public. The close collaborative environment between the Met Office, the Police and Transport Scotland has also supported the development of specific road travel weather messages. For the system to work, however, what you do to plan for your journey is just as important. So keep a close eye on weather and travel information specific to your route and ensure you and your vehicle are suitably prepared prior to setting off. In bad weather, your journey could take longer than expected, and in very extreme conditions, it may not be appropriate to travel at all. Unfortunately, the weather does not work around all our individual schedules. But if we all plan ahead, we'll be better prepared for the winter. I hope you find the video useful and interesting, and may I just add, wherever in Scotland you happen to be travelling this winter, I wish you a safe journey.
The winter service season starts from the 1st of October to the 15th of May. In addition to that, we also have winter service patrols which run from the 1st of November to the 31st of March.
An action plan is what we plan to do for the next 24-hour period once we get our forecasting around about 12:30 during the working day. The action plan is broken again down into routes. What is decided then is what treatment is given for each route and at what time the treatment goes out. That plan is then issued to all the depots who communicate that to all the drivers. Once the action plan is in place, our control room kicks in and the control room makes sure that the action plan is carried out as per set.
Normally the daily action plan will arrive just after 12 o'clock. It tells you information such as the minimum predicted road surface temperatures, whether we're expecting icy or snow conditions, what the residual salt levels are on the roads as well. The daily action plan gives me an indication of what routes require treatment and when. I then take that information and pass it to our winter service supervisors and winter service operatives. We'd also liaise with other operations managers across the network to ensure that we've got the right resources in the right place at the right time. Normally we'd send out the gritters around 30 minutes prior to the agreed treatment time. This gives the winter service vehicle time to actually get from the depot to the start of the route to ensure that it completes the route within the required time. The two main types of winter service are in the form of precautionary and patrols. The precautionaries are where we actually carry out a predetermined treatment as per the daily action plan, whereas a patrol is where we actually drive along predetermined patrol routes to regularly monitor and review the conditions live, as well as take action as and when required.
Once we're informed that we're going about spreading, we come in, go to the vehicle, do a safety check on it, make sure it's roadworthy and everything's okay on it, flashing lights, what have you. After that, we come round, load up our gritter and inform the supervisor that we're all set to go. We use pre-wet it. The brine tanks either side you can see. This is to mix with the salt to allow for adhesion to the road and prevent wastage. Dry salt bounces, so the pre-wet is better.
We actually call them spreaders because they don't actually spread grit, they actually spread rock salt in the form of 6mm particles.
We never go out with the lights off, we always have them on when we're spreading, and that lets the public be aware for a distance that there's something up there, so proceed with caution. We're out near enough 24/7 for 7 days a week on a rota basis. The public are quite understanding and they will move out your way to let you do your job. Again, have patience with us, let us do the job, and before you know it, you'll be home safe.
This is the Scotland TranServ winter control room for the North West Trunk Road unit situated in Perth, which is manned around the clock by trained and experienced duty officers. The function of the duty officers is to monitor the effectiveness of our planned winter actions and the accuracy of the road weather forecast received. Information will be received from the computerised road weather information system, also from dialogue with our spreader drivers and our patrol drivers, and the patrol vehicles are also fitted with air and road surface temperature thermometers, so that real-time information has been fed back into the control room. The duty officers will also liaise with the police and be in constant dialogue with weather forecasters. This is a typical road weather outstation located on the A9 near Dunkeld. The purpose of the outstation is to transmit live data in terms of atmospheric weather conditions and road surface conditions back to a website where it can be monitored by our duty officers. On the pole here we have a number of sensors which will record relative humidity, wind speed and direction, and also the presence of precipitation. On the carriageway itself we have a sensor fitted which will record the road surface temperature, whether the carriageway is wet or dry, whether there's ice or frost present, and also the amount of salt which is on the carriageway. Some of the other outstations in more critical locations also have uni or bidirectional cameras to allow our duty officers to observe real-time weather conditions. That information is also available to the public through the Traffic Scotland website. Analysis of this real-time information will allow our duty officers to respond to ongoing situations and to deploy additional resources where that is required. Additional resources may be required to be mobilised due to temperatures being lower than forecast, due to precipitation washing off salt which has been applied, or due to accumulations of snow developing on the network. In such circumstances, our duty officer would contact the relevant depot and mobilise our drivers, and they would be deployed immediately in either loaded snowplough vehicles or in extreme conditions in snowblowers.
The main challenge for a typical Scottish winter is the different microclimates that we have. We have various tools at our disposal to deal with extreme weather. We have alternative de-icers, and they will work at lower temperatures where our salt that we use conventionally is less effective. Transport Scotland purchased 2 icebreakers. The conditions we experienced in 2010-11 have prompted this purchase, and they are, as the name suggests, they'll break up ice that is formed on the carriageway. Then we'll come at the back with spreaders, with plough attachments, and plough the ice off. The inverted V-plough has all the functionality of a standard plough, but in addition to that it also has a function where it can encapsulate the snow. This allows us greater control over where we can put the snow.
We're in the control room here of the Traffic Scotland National Control Centre. From here the staff can monitor, inform and control all the information on the trunk road network, gathering information and putting it out to the travelling public to allow them to make a route decision choice. We do that by looking at the information we get from street, working with our operational partners, the police, the operating companies, freight associations and bus associations, who all feed information back into the control centre here. During times of severe weather, we call the MART, the Multi-Agency Response Team, into the control centre. It consists of all of our operational partners. The Met Office come in here and can give us up-to-date information, and it increases the flow of information both from the street and to the street. So we gather all that information and we put it back out to our customers out there travelling in the road network or planning their journey. One of the main tools available to us to get information out to the travelling public is our website, the Traffic Scotland website. It contains all the information available on your journey. Any incidents, accidents or any delays that's on the road network will be there, and planned events like planned roadworks for the future. You can then plan your journey in advance.
The Traffic Scotland app for any smartphones can be downloaded from our website, and on the Traffic Scotland app, which is via the free Travelline app, you can actually access Traffic Scotland radio while you're on the move, because you can also get it on the desktop as well. But Traffic Scotland radio on the move allows you to check what's going on in your own area. So you've got the 5 different regions that are the same as the Met Office areas, but then you also have the national option. Our national option radio bulletins are actually broadcast 3 times an hour at peak times from our control room, and the regionals are broadcast twice an hour. But at times of high alert, if extreme weather is going on, we can actually update them up to 4 times an hour, or basically whenever anything occurs, anything happens, immediately we'll broadcast what's going on.
Any incident that's on the Traffic Scotland system is automatically tweeted out. We also have staff here working who will add value to that. If there's an incident in the network and it's causing a delay, they will inform you using tweets and social network of that delay.
If you don't have access to smartphone apps, you can get the information from Traffic Scotland Radio on the free Traffic Scotland customer care line. So the number for that is 08000 28 14 14, and that's a completely free number from landlines, and you can get that phone number on our website.